Hey, it's Miss A, got a lot to say on everything we go through within the day. Politics, dating, recipes, traveling, and yep, of course, I'm the karaoke queen. I take no L's, I'm always booking flights. This is my lovely lunatic lead your life. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? This is my lovely lunatic lead your life. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? Today, S.A. Hey y'all, welcome. This is my lovely lunatic Leo life, and yeah, it's been a minute. I know, I know, trust me. But 2020 has been such a crazy year so far. So I'm gonna start off my segment of my show basically as a moment of silence, and I say basically because I'm gonna be naming some names of innocent Black men that have been killed by the police. So just these names in 60 seconds, with everything going on right now, it's just, I don't know how to feel, you know what I mean? It's just so much going on, and I just hate what's happening in the world today. It's some freaking BS, and hopefully we're gonna get through it. We are a resilient people, so we definitely will get through it. So a moment of silence, please. George Floyd, Natasha Tony McDade, Yasin Muhammad, Fanan Burr, Sean Reed, Stephen DeMarco Taylor, Ariane McCree, Terrence Franklin, Miles Hall, Darius Tarver, William Green, Samuel David Mallard, Kwame KK Jones, Devon Bailey, Christopher Whitfield, Anthony Hill, Eric Logan, Eric Garner, Jamarian Robinson, Gregory Hill Jr., Joquavion Slayton, Ryan Twyman, Brendan Weber, Jimmy Atchison, Willie McCoy, Emantic Fitzgerald Bradford Jr., Detrick Griffin, Jamel Roberson, DeAndre Ballard, Botham Shem, Robert Lawrence White, Anthony Lamar Smith, Ramarley Graham, Manuel Loggins Jr., Trayvon Martin, Wendell Allen, Kendrick McDade, Larry Jackson, Jonathan Farrell Jr., Jordan Baker, Victor White III, John Crawford III, Michael Brown, Ezell Ford, Dante Parker, Kajim Powell, Laquan McDonald, Akai Gurley, Tamir Rice, Romaine Brisbane. Now, of course, there's way more than that, and I named a lot of names that we don't really hear in the media. So we're going to we started with that. Thank you for tuning in. Now, I just wanted to, briefly show my sign of respect to all those that have been killed, and I know we're all dealing with a lot right now. I just want to show so much that I want to know what it is we can do as a people, because obviously nothing is working. We've been doing, rebellions. The slaves have rebelled plenty of times back in the day to try to help this going on, to try to be free. The Stono Rebellion in 1739 started with 20 slaves. And then they didn't know, but most of the slaves that were in the rebellion were soldiers and warriors before they were slaves. So they knew what they were doing. And they did what they had to do. The 20 fighters turned into 100 fighters. Obviously, it failed, but it was, it was big. They raided a storefront, a huge warehouse storefront, and killed all the white owners in there and displayed their heads on the steps of the fucking warehouse. That takes a lot of balls. But that's what you have to do. It's like you're showing what you have to do. Then we have the German Coast Uprising of 1811, led by a mulatto slave in Louisiana That one was considered one of the largest and the most sophisticated slave revolts in history. It started with 25 slaves and they grew about to 300 men and women. And they chose a specific plantation because they had ammunition, weapons, and uniforms for the local militia. So the only problem with that is a lot of those slaves didn't have experience with weapons. So a lot of them were killed. They didn't have no casualties amongst the white folk, but a lot of them were killed during the rebellion, and then after they were executed, I guess, as prisoners of war. So now we have Nat Turner Rebellion, which, some of you may have seen the movie, in 1831. And this started with 70 slaves. And in 2 days, they killed 60 white folk. Okay? But the crazy part about it is this rebellion lasted for about 2 months. The white people were furious. They were all up in arms. Do you know what they did? And they call us savages and barbarians. Do you know what they did to his body? After 6 days, he was hung. Then the savages, the barbaric savages, they desecrated his body. They skinned him, distributed parts of his body as souvenirs. Then they rendered his remains to Greece. Who knows if they probably ate with that grease? Now you know. I wouldn't put it past them at all. Okay? Not only that, but his head was kept in the biology department at a college in Ohio, because I guess they wanted to know what was going on in his mind. Like, they want to know everything about us. They want to be us. They want to do everything we do and not give us the credit for. They even made a purse out of his skin. That's missing right now, and parts of his head. So they were so angry with him bringing so many people together. Now, this is back in the day when it was illegal for us to do shit. We were slaves. Now things have turned, things have changed, but not really. I mean, they're still lynching us in public. They're still getting away with it. Then we have the Civil War from 1861 to 1865. Okay. That did something, it provided us to be free of slavery as one, but we still weren't really free. It took 5 years after the Civil War for us to be even allowed to vote. Okay, 1870, the 15th Amendment allowed us to vote, and that was 5 years after we won the Civil War. Now we have the right to vote. Then here comes the Jim Crow laws. How convenient. So no matter what we do to get better, they always going to try to tear us down and bring us down as people. So what can we do today to make it better? We're protesting. We're rioting. But I don't know if it's better or worse now, because we have the media who's portraying certain things, and it seems to be making everything a lot worse. You know what I mean? They don't want us to protest peacefully, because when we do, they have something to say. They get mad when celebrities take a stand. We can't have our own hashtag Black Lives Matter. What can we do? You're going to be mad at us regardless. At this point, it's like, fuck all of you and fuck what you have to say and what you think about us, because no matter what we do, you're going to hate, but still try to be like us. So how can we be able to move on and move forward with the system that was meant to break us down? That's what I want to know. I'm not against anything, what's going on social media with people saying on June 7th, we're not going to shop. Is it June 7th or July 7th? I'm sorry. That we're not going to shop. I'm down with that. I'm not going to do that. But then we have some posts going around were saying tag 10 people if you think Black Lives Matter, and then they just tagging names. So you send me a post that just tags 10 people that says Black Lives Matter. Okay, what's the point of this? You're just following a trend now. Now, sometimes we don't want to follow trends, and sometimes following trends could be a good thing. But a trend like that, tagging 10 people on a post that says Black Lives Matter, I think, is that what it was? It was something like that. Not to say anything against people who are posting it, because maybe they feel like there's nothing they can do. I feel like there's nothing I could do, so I'm talking about it. I want us to be peaceful, But at the same time, I'm so mad that the way of me and my thinking of being peaceful is long gone. I want some shit to go down. You take one of us, we take three of y'all type shit, And if we feel that way, we're called barbarians. We're called savages. But who are the real savages? That's what I want to know. Civil rights movement, it gained momentum in 1954. We had the Little Rock 9. That's when the 9 black students desegregated a high school in Little Rock, Arkansas. And an angry bunch of white people spitting on them. Now, these are kids, teenagers. You have grown folks, barbarians, spitting on them, cursing at them, saying all types of things, threatening them. The National Guard wasn't even enough. They had to bring federal troops to escort them. The first time was National Guard. The second time was federal troops. So what we're trying to educate ourselves. They don't want that. They're scared. And the thing is, you know what, black people? We are so great when we come together, but we just can't come together. And I wonder why that is. Why can't we all unite? If we united, we could probably take over the United States of America. I'm telling you straight up. We could do a coup. We can make these white people our slaves. I'm just talking shit now, but this is just me just talking. It's bullshit. What do we have to do as a people to be treated like human beings? You can't just shoot our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, our uncles, our mothers, you can't just shoot us down on the street and get away with it. If that's the case, I should be able to shoot you and your children. Yep, I said it. And I have no remorse about it either. You kill one of us, we should be able to kill you. And I say I don't have the balls to go to jail or prison. I don't want to. That's just me not wanting to be a prisoner. However, with what happened with George Floyd, and you see the video, in my heart, I knew I would have did something. Either I would have had to push the officer off of him. I wouldn't just stand there. I can't just stand there. If it was a police officer doing this to somebody, if it was a parent doing something to a child crazy like that, if it was just a regular person fighting another regular person, I'm not choking him in front of me. I'm not going to let that slide. Now, I might have been tased, maced, or shot, but guess what? My name would have been in the hashtag too if that's the case. But I'm not going to just stand there. I couldn't. And I don't like confrontation. I know it, but I also have something inside of me that doesn't sit well with shit going wrong and me not being able to help it. You're not just going to kill a man in front of me. Now, I know we all say what we will do when we're not even at the place. You know what I'm saying? We all talk, but this is how I honestly feel. I honestly feel I wouldn't have just sat there. I might have been killed that day, but at least I knew I was fighting for something. You know what I mean? If it was anybody, I'm not just going to stand there. So I just wanted to share that with you. Then we have, it's just a lot. I'm not going to give you our Black history, but at the same time, maybe I do need to give Black history because people need to know what we had to fight for to get this far, to still have forever to go. When is enough? We had the Newark riots in, when was that, 1967? The Newark riots, that went down. But you know what? The media is just, 1967. It's just the media is not helping at all. And a lot of people listen to the media because they need the media in order to believe in something. I don't know what the fuck. I really don't know what, but the media is not helping at all. And maybe we need to shut it down, but can we shut it down? Because guess who owns it? The same ones that are condoning and allowing us to be killed and lynched in public. Now we don't, it's just, can I get an amen? Hi, Johanna. Thank you for tuning in. And Nonsense Password, Unapologetically Black. Thank you all. It's just so, it's like, I feel like I can't do much but talk about it. And talking about it might help us. Oh, sorry, babe. Talking about it might help us all come to one kind of conclusion. You know what I mean? I want to start a movement. I want us to start a force. If you have any ideas, we can collaborate. Email me at mylovelylunaticleolife@yahoo. Let's do something. And I'm not just talking about posting and making it go viral. We got to do something. We have to do something. Start a podcast force or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has got to stop. If I got to go the Malcolm X force, I fucking will. You hear me? Because I ain't about this non-protesting life. I mean, this peacefulness now. They started something. They want to see barbarians. Oh, baby, we could get barbaric. We can definitely get barbaric. Oh, Dios mío. It's just too much for me. And I don't know what else to do right now. And I've really been thinking. And then on top of that, we're in quarantine. We got the coronavirus. Of course, now that's killing Black people at a fast rate. So everything that's coming here to America is supposedly killing all of us at a faster rate. What's up, bands? I don't get it. But we're going to overcome this. We are a resilient bunch. We've been going through so much for so long. We're going to overcome it. And that's why I look at us as like, all right, I'm not trying to start no problems, but I feel like we are a godly figure. Like, we are godly like. No, bands, I feel like it might be Rick, but I don't know. I feel like we are a godly bunch because we've gone through so much, but we still move on and we still do what we have to do. And they're jealous of us. They are so jealous of us because they don't have what we have. They don't have what it takes. Yo, if we all left this country, let's talk about it. If we all left America, what would happen here? This place would go to shits. It would go to shits, yo. They need us here. They need us here to learn our ways. White people can't handle heavy shit. Yo, you know how many times, people that are in power right now, the reason why they feel like they're so powerful is mainly because of money, or maybe where their background. But if they really had to spend a day in either a poor Black man's shoes or even a rich white man's shoes, they won't be able to handle it. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. I'm on my Malcolm X / Marcus Garvey wave. Let's all leave the fuck out of here. Dead ass. Let's all go. You know, Ghana is accepting Black Americans. They're giving you guys passports. My parents are from Ghana, West Africa, and I was born here. But, I've gone to Ghana plenty of times. I'm actually going again in December. I lived there for 7 months a few years ago. Let's leave. I know not all white people are evil, and I know some white people are just like pissed off because they feel like we talking to them, the good white ones. No, I'm not talking to the good white ones. And if you feel like I'm talking to you, maybe I should question you, because maybe you doing some bullshit too, and you secretly hating us on the low. They can't handle what we go through. They can't take it. But now I'm just ranting, going off topic. Hey, Herbal Society. We gotta go. We gotta do something. Again, email me, mylovelylunaticleolife@yahoo.com. I'm about this life. We can all literally, if we gotta do enough podcasts to get us off. I know a lot of you guys are on a lot of different platforms too. So we're going to spread the word. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Pandora. I'm trying to get onto Google, Podbean. Like, what's up? If we could get enough money to hire somebody who would actually be willing enough to retaliate the way I had mentioned earlier. Eye for an eye. You take one, we take three. Shit, well, let's do that too. I'm down. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it on this. We could talk about it. But no, I've been silent way too long. We about to get this, right, y'all? Are you guys with me? Are y'all with me right now? Thank you, Johanna. You're right. Our ancestors did build this shit off free labor, sweat, and tears. And what kills me is the way that they portrayed black slaves back in the day of us being savages. They're the ones that were raping our women, kids, and feeding our black babies to alligators and treating us like we were nothing. How dare you call us barbarians and savages? Now it's a different world. All types of crazy people are out and about. Yes, black, white, Spanish, Indian, Asian, anything. Yes, I get it. I do have Twitter, but I don't really use it. I think it's My Lovely Lunatic Leo Life also. I'm trying to make this a brand, girl. So let me check. I think it's My Lovely Lunatic Leo Life. Yeah. Or just email me and then I'll get you my handle. But I believe that's what it is. How are you guys handling this Rona? Taz, you right. She says, you don't hurt others to prove that your life matters. Hit them in the pockets. You're right. When is this? Let me look it up. Is it July 7th or June 7th when we're not buying anything? Listen, I could do it on both days. What do you say? Don't buy shit. I know eye for an eye is like, but I really feel like, yes, unapologetically black. Please email me. Yes, please do. I'm down for whatever it takes. Hit me up, My Lovely Lunatic Leo Life at yahoo.com. I'm also, my Instagram is also My Lovely Lunatic Leo Life, so you can hit me on Instagram too. They got us scared, y'all, but that fear will have to go. We can't be scared anymore. We just got to band together and do what we have to do. And I think once we all unite, or most of us, it'll be such a beautiful, positive thing, yo. It will change the whole world, yo. I'm telling you, it'll change the whole world. Hit them in the pockets. Hit them physically, like, we're gonna do something. I feel it, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in and vibing with me. Like, I'm so happy that you guys are with me right now. I'm gonna check my email right after I finish, so if I don't see an email, I will come back on here. I'm writing down names. Taz, Johanna, unapologetic. I'm not even drinking, yo. Unapologetically black. Thank you. Let's get this. So I said my piece. I hope that we can all get together and really collaborate, really think about something. I'm not just talking about a hashtag, I'm talking about more. We're gonna make this shit stop. We're at our breaking point. It's time for us to, we're at our breaking point. And you know what? I actually was at my breaking point a long time ago. So there's like, they just punch me in the gut after they spit on my face. Bands, I got you. Bands, knock it off. I got you. But we're going to keep fighting, guys. It's going to be a long fight. We still got a long ways to go. But we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to rock out with our cocks out. You hear me? Yeah, they're not going to like what they did to us. Make me dance for social justice. Hey, let's have a dance off for social justice. Shit. If we can even bring cops into this, like, you know what I'm saying? The good cops, the ones that are not just going to stand by and let people get away with this. A dance off, karaoke off. I love karaoke. You know what I'm saying? Let's all do a group trip to Africa. You know, like that, something. At least a group trip to Ghana, because I'm going there anyway in December, but a group trip and educate our people on where they came from. Yeah, I'm still traveling. Girl, Taz, I'm going to Jamaica in July, okay? I ain't letting the Rona stop me. Nah, yo, we got to go back. We got to go back and just see. I'm telling you, it doesn't even have to be Ghana. It could be anywhere else in Africa. But It'll be awesome. Taz is a comedian. Yeah, I don't want to go to Sudan. Sorry. But yeah, once we unite and get together, it will be a beautiful thing. So let's do this, y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready to be consistent in my podcast too. I'm sorry I haven't been consistent. My last podcast was in April, but I did 4 of them in one day. So I guess that's an excuse. But thank you all for tuning in to My Lovely Lunatic Leo Life. Again, you can hit me up on Instagram at My Lovely Lunatic Leo Life, or you can email me at mylovelylunaticleolife.com. At yahoo.com. So I hope to hear from y'all, and let's get this going. Peace. It's not too much to, Johanna, knock it off. Let me write it down for you. Copy and paste. My lovely lunatic. I know it is a lot though. My lovely lunatic Leo life. Copy and paste, but put it together. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in again, and I'm out. Another show over and done. 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 Don't be sad. I'll be back another night. Another show over and done. Don't be too sad. I'll be back another night.